But you know, the civilization aspect of our life today, that civilization or technology is a borrowed culture from the West.
True.
We have our own we have our own way of life. When they came to Nigeria, they started bringing some foreign things. A good example, like sewing machine. They came with hand sewing machine, pedal machine, electric machine. Now we have a more advanced
advanced
They
machines.
came mobilization to replace a donkey and the other animals movement. They came with bicycle, but it was totally sustainable. They came with motorcycle, Suzuki, Yamaha, and the rest. Then they came with a 404 car. I mean, petrol is a problem. Today we have a EV and flight cars.
Yes.
Then documentation, you could see Benin have been documenting in elephant tusk. And we Africa will document in marble, screw, and tablet and elephant tusk. But today, they brought paper and barrel, and they give us internet, the perfect way of documentation. Then you see the uniform man. The uniform man has to do with Navy take care of the water, the Air Force take care of the air, while the Army take care of the land. And we have internal security that has to do with police, custom, immigration, and the rest. But in ancient time, they were using just front time to do all this. Finally, we talk about religion. For us to properly worship God, Quran has, Bible has explicitly defined God, that in the Bible, God said, I am one and absolute. Beside me, not else. The Quran also mentioned the same thing, that he said, you say, I am, okay, let me define.
You can say it in the Quran language. I think it's going to be nice.
Okay, let me in Bible, God asks, is there any God beside me? I know not any. I am the God, the Lord, the first and the last. Beside me, not else. So this is where you put the Bible. Then, if you go to Quran, say, Kulhu Allah, ahad. See, I am one and absolute. And now someone, let me unite. You see, I beget, no was I begotten. Well, let me pull on Kufu and say, there's nothing you can compare.
I guess you're a Muslim. That's nice.
So this is what you know. But if you go to from Bible, Genesis to Revelation, you go to Quran, Bakara to Nas, you are going to have a lot of. I'm already there. You are going to have a lot of chapters, a lot of verses that properly define God. So you could see what. Then the third stage is called wisdom and learning, whereby after they declare adults, they have to embark in different trades that defines their ability to be productive. Because we must be productive at any given time.
True.
Until we get to some certain age whereby we cannot longer be active
again.
So with that explanation, you discover that for us to be productive, we have to learn the art of the area we want to measure in. Either farming, intercommunal trading, or game hunting, and several other activities. So we pass that stage. After we have added that value, we are good to go now to be integrated into the larger society. At the end of the day, we want to settle down to to start a adult life proper. So what defines adult life proper is to first of all marry. You see that because you cannot call yourself adult without properly married.
Not having a family.
Not having a family. So that marriage is a concept between the two adults, male and female, that have agreed that they are going to leave the comfort zone of their parents to go and settle down and
build a life together.
So after that stage, we pass through the outside tradition. We see their hut, we see We
The
saw the
Igbo.
and the Igbo.
Yes.
Then we also talk about things that has to do with activity that mark adult life proper. It's not just end in marriage alone. There are some other activity that has to do with politics. Then we look at religion from religious angle. We look at it from the economic angle. Then like farming and some other things, the crop production. We look at it from the entertainment angle. We also look at it from the security angle and several other things. Then after the stage of adulthood, we now see death, burial, and funeral. So we saw that it's not only when somebody just sick briefly or when somebody is old that death comes. And people believe that death comes through different means, both the one we cannot remember. So whenever there is stuff, we have no option than to accept it the way it comes and pray for the departed one. So after death, there is a system of burying the dead ones. You don't just bundle somebody like chicken and
Put in grave.
Yes. So there must be a tradition that follows because, as you know, the place they bury the children will be different from the place they bury the adults. And the way they bury the adults is different from the way they bury the children. So after all the rites have been observed, they will now return home, whereby the funeral will be properly organized. So after the whole exercise of funeral, this is where they bid final well to the departed ones that their soul should rest in peace. So this stage, final stage we are now, we talk about reincarnation. That we say reincarnation is the ability of the dead ones to come back alive through the newborn babies. You get it?
Yes.
So you discover that the life cycle of my grandfather ended, then my father continued. The life cycle of my father ended, I continue. My life cycle will end, my children will continue.
True.
So it's a replica. This cycle, since the hand of clock never ceases to move, the life will never stop until when God said
when it's time.
It is time. So this is a summary of the exercise. The final area we have to look at now
is
so you see the farming, the agriculture, we have arable and cash crop and other livestock farming. Then you see poultry, the fish farming, the fish pond and the rest. Then we talk about the iron industry, the blacksmiths. Then we talk about religion and entertainment. In the absence of La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, Premiership, and Champions League, this is all Africa game. This is a game virtually in everywhere in Africa you step into, you definitely
find this.
And different time with different name attached to it.
I think some call it Ayo or something.
Yes. Yoruba, the full name in Yoruba is Ayo.
Ayo. Okay.
Then, you talk about entertainment. Entertainment has been part of human life because at a time, there must be reasons to be happy, to
celebrate,
to be dancing, to be celebrate. The fact is that man cannot love that has to do with security. As you know today, security has been a very tough, challenging from the onset. That it's either we are protecting our life or we are protecting our property from external invader. And this invader, they normally be within the neighboring community or within the community. You get it?
Yeah.
So, there must be a system in place to tell the invaders that it's not as free as they are looking at it. Because if we do not protect our lives and property, we can easily lose them to those invaders.
True.
And they use the instrument like bow and arrow, the local bulletproof warhead, shield, the then gun for this protection. Then look at other wedding material that has to do with chairs and Ecola buses. You see valuable ornaments, for the wedding ones within the society. So at this stage, you see that people have achieved much in life, and they are getting older because there is this belief that it's only old people that die. Everybody aspire to get old
To get old before they die.
before they die. So in life, there is a time to born, there's a time to die. So at this stage of this explanation, you see death, burial, and funeral. Death, burial, and funeral. Let's start for this angle. That death comes in different shape, different color, different size, and different time.
Hmm.
What here, Mr. A,
We
as a
definitely
father,
not kill B.
yeah, might differ from what to kill Mr. B as a brother.
Hmm.
You get it?
Yes.
So whichever the way it comes, we have no right, we have no power to repel it. Say to say we do not accept it. It has come, it has come. So and everybody has its own time programmed by God to go back to him. So when people die, immediately they will quickly, prepare their body for burial by using water to clean their body, using mud and pots. On the way to the burial ground, they will shoot a gun. So this gun is a way of, informing the community because the Son of God at home is not a common thing. But this kind of gun is a way of informing the community that somebody
As fast.
has passed on and they are putting it in the burial ground. But other thing that has to do with those objects is a kind of respect for the dead ones, what I call the king and the wedding ones. That people believe that after making all what we have made in life, as we are living, we are not taking even as small as business cards alone. While the wedding one find it so happy that those expensive material will bury along in them, and they will make them available for and give a particular instruction on what they do with them. You only have that. Then that is death burial. Then we talk about funeral. Funeral as it is has been carried out today by different tribes. It has been like that. That to back a funeral properly has never been a side joke because this will involve money and they are
Yes.
going to purchase